This is the YouTube edition of my book, A Course in Miracles Workbook Nuggets, which is a study aid for the course's workbook for students. I'll begin by reading my book's commentary on today's lesson over a visual of the book's text. I'll then return with some further thoughts on the lesson, which are only included in this YouTube edition of my book. Today's lesson is part of a 10-lesson group that runs from lesson 351 through lesson 360, each of which relates to the course's teaching about the real you, that is, who and what you are in truth. I'll be repeating this same introduction for each of lessons 351 through 360, so you can skip past this introduction in the future if you like. Timestamps taking you directly to today's Workbook Nuggets commentary and my further comments are provided in the description below. The course teaches that you, the real eternal you, is the sinless child of God, complete and healed and whole. The introduction, which precedes these 10 lessons, further tells us that we are the bringers of salvation, and that we accept our part as saviors of the world, which through our joint forgiveness is redeemed along with ourselves. Today's lesson from my book and my further thoughts, which are only contained in this YouTube edition of the book, follow. A link to the book on Amazon.com is provided below. Lesson number 352, December 18. Judgment and love are opposites. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God himself. The peace of God comes from feeling love. Judgment and love are opposites. That pretty much states the whole course. Remember that the course uses the word, quotes, judgment, to include any distinction that you make to separate people, favorable or not. If you view someone as different from you, you are, quotes, judging in terms of the course. Obviously, there are differences in bodies and personalities, so we are being told to perceive and focus on something non-physical here. We are being taught to see the Holy Son of God himself, the one self which we all share. See that in everyone, and you have the peace of God. Yes, it is hard, but you are not asked to do it alone. We have been given the Holy Spirit for guidance and support. Struggling to see the one self with the tools of the ego just entrenches you deeper into the illusion of separateness, the world. Your physical eyes will always focus on the differences. That is their purpose. The one self can only be seen with the eyes of Christ. Learning to see with the eyes of Christ is what the workbook is for. The title of today's lesson is Judgment and Love Are Opposites. From one comes all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God himself. Judgment is all about yourself, your small self, your body, ego, and your personal inclinations and interests. It's all about what's in it for me, or how does this affect me, and what do I think about it? Love, on the other hand, comes from a very different place. Your small self, far from being the central focus, is not involved at all. Love is an ever-expanding outward flow of light and benevolence to all. Just as the sun shines on the apparent good and bad, so does love. Remember as the lesson title tells us, judgment and love are opposites. From one comes all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God himself. Look outward on the world, all of it, with love. From this comes the peace of God himself.